Well, there's probably a good reason that Witty Banter's been going on for 30 episodes and that people come back for one thing and one thing only. A beer review.
The beer reviews.
So what are we reviewing today, man?
So today we are actually reviewing a beer from Deep Ellum Brewing Company.
Yep.
And
an Austin favorite.
It's an Austin brewery?
No, it's from Dallas.
Are you sure? Okay.
It's from Dallas, but I know that they're all over Austin.
Okay. The beer that we are trying is called the Double IPA Dreamcrusher, which is one, awesome sounding, and two, it's kind of cool because we actually just had like a couple of conversations about crazy dreams that we had, and so we saw this. We were like, I think it's an omen.
In our dream, we were buying the Dreamcrusher.
So how
yeah,
was the initial pour look?
It's a double IPA, and I've only really had a couple other double IPAs before. What my buddy Robert Lee told me is that when anything says double or imperial, it basically just means more alcohol.
Okay, that's awesome.
With that, it comes with, they basically used more malt and fermented it longer, I would imagine, so they can get more sugars out of it to turn into alcohol. That being said, I would imagine that this beer is like the other double IPAs I've had are going to be a little bit sweeter.
Okay, because it's higher alcohol content.
Yeah, but it's going to pack a punch. The alcohol percentage was what, 8.5%?
That's a nice percentage.
Yeah, 8.5%.
On the very top, it says "not for the faint of hops," which is clever. We like that on Witty.
You know what? Good job.
That's why you get to be on the show.
Go ahead and describe your pour and what you're seeing.
Okay, so I'm seeing an unfiltered. It's pretty unfiltered. Very little filtration.
Incredibly unfiltered.
The head is nice and kind of like bubbly. It has a little bit of a yellowish hue, I'd say.
Yeah, like a brownish cream.
I wouldn't call it a cream. Come on, these are bubblies.
Well, not the consistency.
Oh, okay.
The color, though.
All right, got you. Yeah, cream. And I actually haven't gotten to smell or whiff at it yet, but you just got to take the sip, so let's hear your thoughts.
Delicious smell. It definitely smells like hop, but it's very very mild. I didn't get any specific type of hop jumping out at me right now.
Maybe the slightest bit of citrus hop.
A little citrusy one.
But I don't know. I'm not good with hops.
I'm going to wait as it gets warmer to figure out which hop it is exactly. All I know is that it's got the hop on the smell. It's super smooth going down.
Man. Super
smooth going down. It's got that sweet, almost caramely feeling to it because of that higher alcohol percentage, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And it's not too bitter.
It's not. Yeah. I think that the smell of bitterness is a little more intense than the flavor of bitterness, which is nice, actually.
But the bitterness that is there, I have a feeling that as this thing warms up, it's probably going to come out. But that's okay, because
that's what we want, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy a bitter beer, especially when I'm getting a double IPA.
After 30 episodes of this show, I've come to appreciate how a really good beer over the course of an hour is, one, going to change and go through separate little stages, and two, it's going to show its complexity as it warms up a little bit. And that's why you can't give all of your impressions on just right out of the fridge beers,
Would you go ahead and sum up a whole kid's life out of what he's doing in a sandbox? No.
Maybe, dude.
Well, and again, if he's messing that sandbox up. Okay. All right, guys, we are back. We've had some time to pour up some more beer, and then we contemplated over it a little bit. So, Hunter, how are you feeling now that you've had some time with it?
Okay. Well, can I take one more little sip before I start talking heavily about it?
Of course. Coddle it, let it know it's safe, show it how good and warming your mouth is. Yeah.
So, I'm going to start off by just giving a blatant, I like this beer.
Okay.
It is hoppy in smell. It is hoppy in taste, but I think that my perception going in from the smell was that it was going to be a little bit over hoppy, and then whenever I tasted it, it was a little less hoppy than I expected, so I like that. There's a good amount of body. It's 8.5% alcohol, but it's not like that super high sweet alcoholic content by volume. Or alcoholic, is it ACB or ABC? What is it? Alcoholic content by volume? ABV.
ABV,
okay.
By volume.
Sorry.
The more you know.
You need scats? Oh, yeah.
And
then, so the alcoholic, or ABV is high, but it doesn't make it to where it's this super sweet, kind of like sugary alcoholic body. It's still enjoyable and kind of Would you say there's like spices in this? What would you say as far as some of the things outside of just like the hops and the barley that you...
Well, I'll just pick it up then.
Okay, do it what you do.
This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I think this beer is very balanced.
Okay, well put.
You get a nice little offering of hops on the smell, and I think it's kind of in the piney region of hops.
Okay, I can flow with that.
And so that's what you're smelling. You take a sip. You've got a good, kind of thick, smooth body from that 8.5% and a little bit of sweetness. Mm-hmm. But the hop does come through in the taste as well. And with that hop comes a bit of bitterness. Mm-hmm. And there's a nice little saying out there that Americans use every day.
What is this one?
It's called bittersweet.
Ooh.
And I think this is exactly what this beer is. I think this beer is just like a perfect little offering of hops, counteracted by a great body and some sweet little textures.
I think it is really smooth too. I think that kind of comes from the lack of filtration. It really does have like a really smooth. It's not like nitro. Like last week we tried a nitro, and that was a different kind of smooth. It was it didn't really have a whole lot of carbonation, and it was like not thick. It was a thin smooth. This is a lot more of a thick smooth.
Yeah,
but it's really
viscous.
It's enjoyable. Yeah, I like this beer so far.
Cool. Well, I think it's headed in the right direction. You're doing good things, Deep Ellum.
Boom, Deep Ellum.
Yeah, or Deep Ellum.
Hopefully they don't get pissed off if we don't know how to say it.
Maybe there's not even a space there. Maybe it's just like Deep Ellum. Who knows?
Deep Ellum.
What's up, Deep Ellum? We reviewed your beer.
Hey, you're not saying it right, so screw you.
F off. Now, before we get out of here, we have to go ahead and really face the headsman here and get a number on this beer. Ooh. We have to reconcile with our fate.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you want me to go first, or are you?
Well, how are you feeling about it?
It's going to be hard for me to number this one.
I'll go. You want me to go first?
Yeah, please do.
I'll go first. I'm going to harp on what I already said before. This beer is very well balanced. I'm only on my second one, probably even like 1 2/5, and I'm feeling good.
Okay.
It's a very alcoholic beer.
Yeah, 8.5, man.
Got a sweet hoppy aroma. The taste is a little bit of bitterness. The hops come through on the tongue as well, but it's a smooth, drinkable, sweet beer. I'm going to stick by that well-balanced, bittersweet taste and give this beer an 8.5.
Okay.
It's a great beer.
It's a great beer. Yeah.
Great beer.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
Deep Ellum. Thank you, Deep Ellum. Deep Ellum, we really like your beer.
All right, so I'm going to go a little bit below you, but I'm going to give it an 8. And for all the same reasons, the reason why I wouldn't give it an 8.5 or a 9 is because I don't know if anything stands out enough for me to be able to give it that kind of extra boost. Like, man, this is gonna be one of my favorite beers that I drink. I think that the balanced portion of it gives it a certain amount of oomph, that I really do actually like appreciate. And whenever you have a beer that's really smooth and it has hops but it's balanced, I mean it really does speak for it. But I'm gonna give it an 8. It's a double IPA. I've had other double IPAs that were a little bit better than this.
Calling you out, Deep Ellum.
Come on, dude. An 8 is like better than freaking 90% of the
if you
beers
hate,
that we have
if
on
you
the
hate
show.
the beer, you hate the beer, dude. It's fine.
I'm not. I actually really like the beer. But let's go ahead and give a situation that you would like to distribute or consume this beer within.
Me and 2 other friends just got out of class. We have a whole day to hang out. We want to get a good craft beer to get our day started for whatever's going to happen.
What season is this?
Fall.
Ooh, okay, cool.
You grab a Deep Ellum Dreamcrusher double IPA.
Get your dreams crushed.
Smash them, because you're not going anywhere in life.
Because after you have this, you don't need dreams. This is your dream.
Yeah, you just need alcohol. And you finally get to feel what it's like to be an active member of society. So yeah, that's my situation.
Cool, man.
You want to lay one on yourself, or you think you're good?
I think that I'm going to go with that. Like coming right out of class, that was like a very good encapsulation of kind of how this would go for me for sure.